Wide-scale voter fraud has been uncovered in Pennsylvania. Not unfounded speculation, real fraud backed by evidence. The state's attorney general and governor-elect, Josh Shapiro, a Democrat, has arrested a Democratic political consultant for the forgery of over 1,000 signatures on petitions required to get candidates onto ballots. Shapiro says Rasheen Cruz forged signatures on nomination petitions to get his clients, typically judicial candidates running for common pleas and municipal court judgeships in Philadelphia, on the ballot for the 2019 Democratic primary races there. Now, the investigation found that after the candidates hired Cruz, he recruited people to help with the petition work by bringing them to a hotel room and asking them to write names, addresses, and forge signatures on the petitions. Shapiro's office says Cruz then had those petitions notarized and filed with the Pennsylvania Department of State. Quote, of the petitions that were reviewed, over 1,000 signatures were determined to be duplicated. Many names and addresses were found repeated on various petition pages. Some pages appeared to be photocopied entirely, and some of the listed individuals claimed to have never signed the petitions in question. Now, that tracks with what former Congressman Bob Brady, chairman of the city's Democratic Committee, and who's one of the first to flag the alleged fraud, told the Philly Inquirer at the time, quote, the petitions were atrocious and appeared to be what are known as kitchen table jobs, when people fill in the names of voters who did not actually sign the petitions. Brady also said some of the petition packages had what appeared to be photocopied pages from other petitions, which is not allowed. Cruz apparently made thousands of dollars doing this, apparently being paid about $2 to $3 for each signature. Several candidates had to drop out when they discovered the forged paperwork. None of them are alleged to have known about it or had anything to do with the fraud. Cruz has denied the accusations, instead blaming the workers he hired to gather the signatures. Now, keep in mind, Cruz is an active political consultant who has worked on a number of state and local races. Campaign finance records show Shapiro's own AG campaign paid Cruz $2,000 back in 2016 for consulting services. Earlier this year, Pennsylvania Democratic Congressional Campaign paid Cruz $800 for being a poll worker. Joining me now is attorney Matt Haverstick. He litigates election cases in Pennsylvania. He's represented Pennsylvania Senate Republican Caucus, various state congressional representatives there, and other Republicans in the state. Welcome to the show. Thanks so much for coming on. This is a crazy story. Yeah. It seems like a pretty big deal, isn't it?
Look, it is, yes and no. There's always, especially in Philadelphia, sort of a low-level background radiation type of fraud that's often this kind of petition challenge nonsense. But this is a pretty organized scam that the guy had going. So yeah, I mean, and for someone to be charged, considering that in every primary there's probably on almost every petition circulated somebody's forged signature, it's a pretty big deal for someone to be charged.
So let's be clear. Let's separate out for people the difference between a forged signature on a ballot, for example, and a forged signature in something like this.
So in Pennsylvania, like in a lot of states, before you get on the ballot, you actually have to go circulate petitions and get a requisite number of signatures. And what happens inevitably is somebody gets aggressive or anxious or wants to be a hard worker and recruits people to sign the petitions in the name of other people. They go through the phone book, lots of scams that go on like that. And some of them are not even necessarily malicious. But that's different than, say, someone forging a name on a mail-in ballot. I mean, that's the latter, I'd say, is a much more serious offense, and that's one that, obviously we want to watch out for.
Now, look, you've represented a lot of Republicans in the state. We're talking about a leading Democrat here, the governor-to-be in the state, the attorney general of the state, busting a major Democrat who actually worked on his own campaign. It sounds like, based on the quote to the Philly Inquirer, there were other Democrats involved in bringing this guy down. It sounds like all the Democrats brought down their fellow Democrat.
You know, I don't always see eye to eye on the governor-elect and a lot of things, but I do give him credit. This operative apparently is well-known in Philly and worked on a lot of campaigns. So the governor elected the right thing and arrested someone who, at least on the surface, looks like was really up to organized no good as opposed to sort of sporadic no good with the petitions.
Yeah, and thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your cable provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.